Hi everyone! Welcome to my kitchen. My name's Amanda and thank you for watching my channel. Today we're going to be making chicken bacon ranch casserole with potatoes, and let me tell you, it is so tasty. My family absolutely loves it, and I love that you can freeze it up and have it another time. It is perfect. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and start by washing up some potatoes, and then we're going to start boiling them. And these are the potatoes that I'm using. I got these from Aldi's. It is a Sunburst bite-sized potato. They're 24 ounces each bag. So we're going to go ahead and cook both bags up. So let's get these washed and in the pot. The bag looks like that I got from Aldi's, and it is 24 ounces. My potatoes are all washed up. I have my water turned to high. Our water is now to a boil, so we're going to go ahead and put the potatoes in the water.
I got distracted and was playing with my child, so normally I put my potatoes in the water and then let it boil. You can do either way. It's perfectly fine. It definitely speeds up the process if you just put the potatoes in and turn the water to high and let it get to a boil. So either way is perfectly fine, whichever way you prefer to do it.
Okay, while those are cooking, we're going to go ahead and start getting our chicken and bacon ready so we can go ahead and get those cooking too. Okay, we're going to take our cookie. Okay, we're going to take our cookie sheet and we're going to line it with some foil, and we're going to go ahead and start getting the chicken all nice and seasoned. Hi, little guy. We're going to go ahead and spray the foil with some Pam spray. Move my candle. No, little guy. Thank you. Hi. Want to say hi? Say hi. What you got? Hang on, play. Want to play with the car? Vroom, vroom. Vroom. There you go. All right, so go ahead and spray the aluminum foil with some pan spray. And then we're going to go ahead and butterfly our chicken. I am using 3 chicken breasts, and they are boneless. Let me get a knife. And I just try to remove any fat that I can. Doesn't have to be perfect. All right, so we're going to go ahead and butterfly this.
I will have the recipe listed in the description box down below. I really love this recipe. It is so tasty, and I love how there's leftovers and it also freezes up nicely.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and set the oven to 375 degrees. And our water is to a really nice boil, so we're going to go ahead and turn it down to like medium high, because it'll still cook while we're getting everything else ready. And so now we have our chicken nicely butterflied, and we're going to go ahead and put our seasoning together to make it taste really nice. So let's get started on that. We are going to need 1 teaspoon of paprika. Here's what I am using. It's roasted garlic and herb seasoning. It's by Weber, and it is really tasty. I really like using this a lot when I cook. So we're going to use this, and we're going to do 2 tablespoons of it. Now we need some salt.
I'm adding probably about 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. You can add as much as you would like. It's your preference.
But here's how much salt I added. Now just give everything a mix. Now we're going to take some olive oil and drizzle it on top of the chicken, and we're going to then take the seasoning and we're going to mix everything together. I'm probably going to use about a good 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil, so that way it coats it nicely. Now we have our seasoning on. We're going to go ahead and massage all the seasoning into this so that way it's nicely coated. Now you could massage this in on a bowl, but I'm making it to where I don't have so much to clean up in the end. So I figured I would just massage it here on the cookie sheet. All right, now that we have it nice and massaged in, we're going to go ahead and lay the chicken breast out. perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands. That's how the chicken looks. Looks really nice. Our potatoes are still boiling. We'll check them here in a bit to see if they are soft. Our oven is now preheated and the chicken is ready to go in. So we are gonna go ahead and put it in the oven and we're gonna cook it for 20 to 30 minutes. And again, we set the oven at 375 degrees. So I'm gonna set the timer for 20 minutes and we'll check to see the internal temperature of it. All right, now we have a fork, so we're gonna see if the potatoes are nice and done and ready. I'm gonna say let's give them another like 5 to 10 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and start on the bacon now. Hey guys. Hi. We are gonna go ahead and cook the bacon in my Ninja Foodi Possible Cooker Pro because it cleans up nicely. Let me tell you, cooking bacon in this, it's nice because it doesn't splat everywhere. I mean, it splats in it, but it's got this nice long wall here so it doesn't splash everywhere. It is really nice. So we're gonna cook a packet of bacon in this. Hi, you want some mommy time? Okay. Say hi. Well, I'm gonna go get this one a little snack and we'll be right back. Okay, so if we're using the Ninja Foodi Possible Cooker Pro for making sauteing bacon in here, we're gonna go ahead and hit power. And on the side here, we're gonna go to sear saute. And we're just gonna turn the dial down so you see that. We're gonna leave the temperature on high and we're just gonna hit start. Now, a digital image here, it'll go with the lines and then it'll say add food. But I go ahead and start adding it in because it does start heating up as you've turned it on. So we're just gonna go ahead and start getting our bacon in there. So for bacon, I am using Kirkland Signature bacon that I got, and we're gonna go ahead and cook up the whole pack since we have this out and going. And whatever we don't use for this dish, I'll save it for maybe breakfast tomorrow or making a sandwich or just nibbling on throughout the day. So let's go ahead and get this cooking. Say hi. Wanna say hi? He's having a snack right now. Now, flipping the bacon when using the Ninja Foodi Possible Cooker Pro, you're definitely going to want to use silicone tongs so that way you don't scratch the inside of this because it is a non-stick coating inside and it is really nice. So I definitely try to, make sure I use always silicone on the inside. That way it doesn't scratch the lining. All right, I got 6 pieces of bacon in there. I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands. How the inside of the Ninja Foodi Possible Cooker looks with the bacon in it. And again, I have 6 pieces of bacon cooking up right now, and it is still heating up, but it is definitely warm, so I felt that it was fine to just go ahead and put them in. All right, our bacon is starting to sizzle, so I'm gonna go ahead and flip it. Okay, so while the bacon's cooking, the potatoes are almost done, the chicken's in the oven, we're gonna go ahead and start on our dressing for this dish. And for this dish, we're gonna need half a cup of mayonnaise. My family really loves this dish. It is really tasty. When I was making it, they're like, oh no, that looks crazy. And oh my goodness, when we had it, they were like, this is so good. So I'm definitely I'm making it again and they're gonna love it. So they do love it. All right, so we need half a cup of mayonnaise. And as you just heard the ding go off, that means that the Ninja Foodi Possible Cooker Pro is ready for you to add the food. But again, I added the food while I was starting that because it does take a while for it to heat up. But as you heard, the bacon was sizzling while it was heating up. All right, so we need a half a cup of mayonnaise. Now we need a half a cup of sour cream. And this dish too that I am making, it is gluten-free, which is really nice. I can eat it. And I'm making a whole meal for my family that I can eat instead of making multiple meals for everyone. Okay, so we need a half cup of sour cream. Now we need a whole cup of milk. Okay, so now we need an entire packet of the original ranch seasoning, salad dressing, and recipe mix. And I'm so excited, this is gluten-free. So we're gonna go ahead and add this in, and then we're gonna mix it all together. This is what makes it really tasty. All right, we're gonna go ahead and check our potatoes too before we start mixing this. Potatoes are perfect. That fork pierced nicely into it. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this off, and then in a bit we will drain them. And I'm gonna check the bacon. Bacon's looking good. Just gonna give it another flip. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and mix this together. Okay, now that this is all mixed together, we're gonna go ahead and drain our potatoes. All right, I got my strainer, so we're gonna go ahead and drain these. Hi. All right, we're gonna check on the chicken. My timer just went off. Ooh, it looks really nice and tasty. It smells really good. Hang on, buddy. Hang on. Hang on. All right, the chicken is done. Turn the oven off. The inside was reading at 165, which is where we want it to be. We're gonna go ahead and pull that out. Hi. Stay there. I love the smell. And let me flip the bacon. You wanna hold this? Here you go. Let me get something so we can put the bacon on. All right, we're gonna get the next batch of bacon on in the Ninja Foodie Possible Cooker Pro. Instead of doing the 6 like I did last time, strips of bacon, I'm only doing 4 because some of the pieces did burn a little. So I'm gonna trim off the fat off of it and then put it back in because it curled a little bit too much. Normally I don't add 6 pieces of bacon in. That was a first for me. Normally I do kind of, minimal or, not to over compact it really. So it was a little bit too much in there. So we're gonna get that going, clean up a little bit, and then I'll show you the next step. Here's how the chicken looks. And here's some of the bacon. It just burnt a little. So I threw some of the fat pieces back in, and I got some other pieces in. There is more space, so that would be easier to flip. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start getting stuff into our casserole dish. So first we're gonna go ahead and spray it nicely. And spray it nicely because you will be adding some cheese on the top. Okay, so now that that's nicely sprayed, let me flip my bacon real fast so I don't burn this. That's a lot better. There's a lot more room to flip and have them laying nicely flat. Earlier with all 6 pieces it was really curling, so there wasn't enough room for them to evenly cook. So we're gonna go ahead and start cutting our potatoes up, and I like to cut mine into bite size because I have kids and it's nice when it's just already cut, and then when you go to sit down you don't have to cut every little piece for them. So this just saves some time for me at the dining room table. So we're gonna go ahead and cut these. Let me show you how I'm gonna cut them. Alright, so I'm gonna cut mine in half, and you can cut them even more if you'd like to. So like into bites of 4. And then we're just gonna go ahead and put it right into the casserole dish. Now you don't have to do this. This is just a preference. This is something I like to do especially for having little kids. Now some I'm only going to cut in half because they're fairly small.
The last time I made this recipe, I used petite yellow potatoes, so you can use either ones, but definitely use tiny potatoes.
All right, took some bacon out. I'm gonna go ahead and get the last bit of the bacon in. This is what I have left for the bacon, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put that in the Ninja Foodi Pasta Cooker Pro. Just 4 more pieces. Go ahead and wash my hands. That one's really small, just to put that one in. Same with that one.
I wish I would have known about this recipe when I was pregnant and about to have my third child, because this would have been perfect to make and then freeze and then have my husband just bake it in the oven. That way I'd have more easy meals for us.
All right, so we still have some potatoes left over. This is what I have left over. I knew I was going to have some left over, which is perfectly fine. I'm going to save the rest for another meal, maybe tomorrow for lunch, or maybe make some eggs, some potato, and bacon, since I have bacon, and go ahead and just save that for another meal. So we're going to go ahead and start cutting up our chicken and getting our chicken in here. Everything's looking really good. Bacon's looking really good. I actually ended up having 5 pieces of bacon. I thought there was 4. The 5 works perfectly well in there. And we've been cooking bacon so far for 22 minutes and 47 seconds. Hi, Connor. Hi. And here's the chicken. The chicken looks really good. Potatoes look great. There's the ranch dressing. So we're going to go ahead and start cutting up the chicken and putting it in our casserole. Here's the size I'm cutting the chicken up. And I'm actually going to go ahead and put these potatoes away. Now I have a little more room. All right, let's go ahead and continue cutting this chicken up.
I love when I find recipes that everyone in my family loves and something that I can eat too, and just make one meal for everyone. It's really nice, and I love that this freezes well too, so I can make it and freeze it and have it ready for nights where we're really busy. So this is so perfect, especially for my family. I also have really been enjoying making dinners and baked goods in the morning, and that way I feel that I can really accomplish what I need to make for my family. It's really nice doing that. I find that I have more time during the day then, and then I get to hang out more with my youngest, and then when the kids get home from school, I have time to help them with their homework and see how their day was.
Okay, now we're going to go ahead and turn our oven back on to 375 degrees. Now that our chicken is in our casserole, we're going to go ahead and take our ranch dressing that we mixed all together, and we're going to pour it on top and mix that together. Let me show you how that's going to look. And everything smells really, really good. All right, we're going to go ahead and pour all this over top of the chicken and the potatoes.
Now you're going to want to mix all of it together.
Last time I made this, I only did 2 chicken breasts, and this is for a family of 5. But when I froze half of it, I felt that there wasn't enough chicken. So this time I added the 3 chicken breasts for a family of 5. And now it's me and my husband and then 3 kids. And then I have a 1-year-old as well. So he, you know, he only eats so much. But I definitely last time I felt there was not enough chicken for my family size to have leftovers for another night. So, I mean, I froze it, but it was still good. Don't get me wrong. All right, now that that is all mixed in, we're going to go ahead and start on our cheese.
Now you're going to need 8 ounces of sharp cheddar cheese, and you're also going to need 4 ounces of smoked Gouda, and we're going to shred both of them completely up. I'm going to start by removing the wax on the outside of the smoked Gouda, and both of these cheeses I got from Aldi's. I'm using the bigger grate so that way it makes it easier and it gets done faster. If you're going to try to speed up on a step, you could get the sharp cheddar cheese already shredded just to help make this faster, but I got this for $1.75 at Aldi's and I thought it was a great price.
Once you have both of your cheeses shredded up, you're going to go ahead and mix it in the bowl and then sprinkle it over the entire top of the potatoes and the chicken and evenly place it so that way when it cooks in the oven, it melts nicely.
Okay, now that our cheese is on top, it looks fabulous. It smells great. Our oven is preheated and ready to go at 375. We're gonna go ahead and put it in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. You basically just wanna melt the cheese nicely on top. And then once the cheese is nice and melted, we'll go ahead and add our bacon on the top. Setting my timer for 15 minutes and we'll check on it in a bit. And in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up. All right, our timer just went off. I just turned the oven off and we're gonna go ahead and pull it out because it looks great. And we did actually just the 15 minutes. Oh, it looks amazing and it smells so good. I wish it was dinner time already. Now we're gonna go ahead and put the bacon on top. We're just gonna crumble it on and then we can try some. Look how tasty this looks. So cheesy on top. Ooh, the family is gonna be so excited for this for dinner. I love when I don't tell my kids what recipes I'm gonna be making for the day. And then when they get home and they ask and then they get so excited. So let's go ahead and get the bacon on top.
Now just crumble the bacon to the sizes you would like and just place them all over the top. Now you can use the entire amount of bacon and this is your decision on how much bacon you want to add to the top to this. Last time I made this, I served corn with it. Tonight I'm just going to make a simple salad to have with it on the side.
Look how tasty that looks with all that bacon on top. So tasty. All right, we're gonna go ahead and give it a try. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and give it a try. It definitely cooled down because I got my little one down for a nap, so it's perfect timing. It's cooled and I can go ahead and try it. So let's give it a shot. It's got a little steam, but it definitely sat for a little bit, but yeah, it definitely has some steam. Perfect temperature. So tasty. It's just like what I remember having it the first time making it. It's really good. The Hidden Valley ranch seasoning dressing mix that went on top. So tasty on it. I just really like it a lot. My kids are gonna be so happy. And it's so tasty. It's gonna be perfect for dinner. And then I know we won't eat this entire thing. So what I'll do is I will freeze half of it. And let me show you what I'm gonna put it in because I really like these that I got from Amazon. So let me grab one real fast. Okay, so lately I have really been enjoying freezing my already cooked meals or meals that I've prepped and want to be cooked later in the oven, and then just freezing them in these. And it's really nice because it's already got just an aluminum base and then an aluminum lid. So, you know, some meals call for like leaving the lid on, like putting the aluminum foil on top, and these are just perfect. And it's 8 by 8. Let me show you. So I will put half of this in here, and then I will put my directions on the top with a Sharpie, and then I'll just close it up. And so say I would like it, I freeze it and then want it the next day, pull it out that night before and let it thaw in the refrigerator. So that way it's not a solid frozen block. And then by the time you're ready to eat for dinner, just pull it out, preheat your oven to 375 degrees, and then bake it until it's nice and warm. I'd probably say about 20 to 30 minutes. And then you can just, you know, if you need to, you can remove it or leave it on. It's perfect. I really like these. It makes time so much easier for me in the kitchen when I make larger meals and then freeze them in that. And lately I've been doing a lot of cooked meals and then freezing them already cooked and just reheating them in the oven, you know, letting it thaw the night before in the refrigerator. But it's perfect. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed what I made. Please subscribe. I will be having more amazing, yummy dishes coming soon. Please subscribe. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks. Take care. Bye, guys.